Okay, grand rising to everyone on this beautiful, beautiful sixth day of the week. Yes, the sixth day of the week. I hope everyone is doing great. Happy Friday. Okay, today I'm going to talk about T.I. and Tiny. Okay, I didn't want to say too much when it first came out because I have learned that you don't want to jump too soon to report something. You have to wait until it sorted itself out, because the story is developing in its beginning stages. So I decided to wait for the story to develop more. Okay. So now, T.I. and Tiny's accusers, they have an attorney. His name is Tyrone. Tyrone Tyrone A. Blackburn. Okay. Now, according to this article from The Guardian, T.I. and Tiny, four women accusing couple of assault seeking investigation. Law enforcement to investigate claims of sexual assaults by rapper and his wife between the year of 2005 and 2017. Okay. Now, this has been going on for a very, very long time. 2005. How long is that? About 20 years? Yeah, almost at least 15 years. And you know what? I lived in Atlanta twice. I love that city. It vibrates so well with me. But Atlanta natives, they are very well of these accusations because way before this Sabrina lady came out, people been talking about T.I. and Tiny for years. For years. Way back in 2000, before in 2005. I was watching the Wendy Williams show the other day, and she's not shocked at all because she said she'd been knowing about, she had been hearing about T.I. and Tiny way before 2005, how they get down. Okay. So we can't blame Sabrina because this was out way before Sabrina. Okay, she just happened to come forward and make it official and make them accountable. Okay, she took it to another level because she's a victim and there's other victims. Okay, it's the difference between hearsay in the streets and facts, and so she has the facts, which is herself and other victims. Okay, now some say, okay, why did it take her so long to come out? Well, when you're abused or someone has mistreated you, it's no certain time to come out. It really isn't. Thing I can understand them not coming out because they don't think law enforcement would have helped at all. And that's the main reason why. Whoever just tuned in, thank you for tuning in. That's the same exact reason why the attorney for these accusers did not bother to file with, I think, the state of Alabama. Anyway, that he found filed charges in California and in Georgia, but he did not file any claims to the local authorities. That's what I meant to say, because he know that T.I. and Tiny has connections with them, and y'all know these things. They're just like people working for the mob, people working for these gangs. There's no sense in going to the cops because these cops work for them people. We all know these things. We all know these things. So that's one of the reasons why those victims didn't bother to say anything, because who are they going to come to? The local officials would not have helped them because they work for T.I. and Tiny. Makes sense. So I could see why they held on. But all it was going to take was one person, one brave soul. That's all it was going to take was one brave soul to open up that jar. And the rest of them came running out. Okay. But this is 2021 and the chickens have come to roost. And the story is still developing because the more accusers that come out, they're going to be revealing who all participated. Now, T.I. and Tiny, they are the ringleaders of it all, but other celebrities, other people participated because now they bring in Nelly in it. And one article brought up Ludacris. No, it wasn't an article. It was someone on YouTube. Another YouTuber was interviewing one of a victim. But I don't think this particular victim had came out and pressed charges. But she told her story, though. She told her story to the YouTuber that was interviewing her. Mm-hmm. Sure enough. But see, what I'm not understanding is why do things like this? They have worked so hard for their careers, and now they're going to just flush it down the fucking drain. I worked hard for my career, and I'm not flushing my career down the drain for no one. So evidently, they had to pay up to help to whoever they got their blessings from. Because you know what? Let me tell you something. The devil can bless you just like the Most High can bless you. But you better be careful of who you choose to get blessings from. I get my blessings from, and there's no crazy ass strings attached. Because he don't have me doing no crazy ass shit that I'm going to get my ass locked up for. All I have to do is worship him, and that's it. But these people who's rising to fame and fortune, they're going to the devil for that stuff. And the devil don't play. He's going to collect his shit. He's going to collect. And that's what's going on. He's collecting. He is collecting. Sure is. And the devil knows that his time is done. He's not going to be able to rule the world. He can't rule the world anymore. So he's coming to collect his shit. The Most High gave him a time to rule, and his time is up. So everybody who is rolling with the fucking devil, the devil is going to collect on that ass. This is not a joke, people. So you got to watch who you're praying to and watch who you're worshiping. Sure enough. Because whoever it is, you're going to pay him. I can't go to the Most High and ask him for a blessing without giving him something. He don't want his praise going to no one else. The main thing he wants is his praise and his worship. Don't you praise no one else, and don't you worship no one else. That's right. He said it. Each God tells you what they like. And evidently, whoever is T.I. and Tiny's God, that's just the kind of stuff they like. You can see he don't have any regards. Neither one of them have any regards for their marriage. They're bringing everybody in their damn bedroom. So when you open yourself up to these demons and this wickedness, this is what you get back in return. This is what you get back in return. And the same people that gave them all that fame and fortune, they're coming to collect. Because evidently, whatever they was required to do, they failed to do it. So that's how come they're coming to collect on that ass. Mm-hmm. Seriously. But you know what? Let me tell you this. T.I.'s daughter, Deja, she had been tweeting for quite some time. So we're not going to sit here and say that Sabrina is lying. Because even Deja has been on Twitter, okay, screaming out for help. And then she'll delete it. Okay? Yeah. Okay, let's get into this article. Okay. 5:03 UTC, Monday, the 1st of March, 2021. Four women who accused the rapper Clifford T.I. Harris and his wife, the singer Tamika Tina Harris, and members of their inner circle. Now, one YouTuber said that now this is allegedly that the only person that's in their clique that have not been mentioned as partaking in any of this is Monica. Okay. And members of their inner circle of drugging and sexually assaulting them are seeking a criminal investigation. Tyrone A. Blackburn, a New York lawyer. And y'all know what? Let me tell you something. The New York Post has this. So this has passed Instagram. This has passed YouTube and Facebook. Okay. These are federal charges being brought on them. The New York Times is investigating this. So this is not a joke, honey. It's on a whole nother level. It's on a whole nother level right now. Okay. Okay. Tyrone A. Blackburn, a New York lawyer, sent letters to authorities in Georgia and California, where the abusers are alleged to have occurred. Abuses are alleged to have occurred, calling on law enforcement to investigate what he called eerily similar. So all of these victims had similar stories, but yet they don't know each other. Okay. Claims of assault over more than a decade. They were so stupid. They were see. I guess that money was so good that they just kept on doing it. I'm not going to get my fame. I'm not going to get my damn fortune doing ugly towards someone. No. That's that goes back to the older people saying doing something strange for a piece of change. Mm-hmm. And you know what? That's all it is a piece of change what they got. Because when they finish paying off lawyers and trying to get themselves out of it, their ass is going to be dry broke. And the family hustle has been canceled. All of their deals have been canceled. See, they made deals with the devil, and the devil's time is through, and they're through. Mm-hmm. So this is continually developing because they just brought Nelly into this not too long ago, as early as yesterday. Okay. Between 2005 and 2017, according to the New York Times. Okay. Blackburn said in the letters, his clients who remain anonymous, and I agree with that because they need to be safe. And the reason that he said that he's not bringing up no one's name because T.I. has a history of threatening people. And so he's trying to protect his client, and he has every right to do so. I'm going to protect my client. I am a clinical social worker, and it's my obligation to protect my client. Okay. Blackburn said in the letters, his clients who remain anonymous and witnesses were prepared to speak to authorities. Two alleged victims spoke to the Times anonymously, giving harrowing accounts of alleged assaults. The Times said the women described being threatened and with violence if they spoke out. One woman told the Times she met Clifford and Tamika Harris in 2005. The woman said she and a friend were invited to the couple's VIP section in a club where she believes they drugged her drink. When she was incapacitated, she said the couple raped her in a hotel room. Now, this is not far-fetched. This is not far-fetched because y'all remember when T.I. and Tiny got arrested out there in California? Tiny had all those mollies on her and shit. Mm-hmm. What the hell is one person doing all them? Ooh. A second woman who was once friends with the couple and started working for them around 2005 said Clifford Harris forced her to take ecstasy, and the couple forced her to engage in sexual acts with different women against her will. This is crazy. The woman also said she witnessed women complaining of being kidnapped and held against their will for days at a time. So they was kidnapped. Okay. So cause I was about to say, why did you get involved with them? But she said she was kidnapped. There's some serious stuff, being kidnapped. So it's not like they went willingly. Okay. It wasn't like she was at a club and she chose to party with them. She said she was kidnapped. Okay. According to the Times. Now, Steve Sadow, Sadow, an attorney for Clifford and Tamika Harris, said they deny in the strongest possible terms these baseless and unjustified allegations. Well, we'll see, because you're going. Thank you for tuning in, whoever just joined, because we're not the jury. They got a jury and they got a judge. So us saying if we believe something or not does not matter. They have a judge and a jury, and they're in some trouble. They're in some trouble. We fully expect that if these claims are thoroughly and fairly investigated, no charges will be forthcoming. This is the representative of T.I. and Tiny, their attorney, Sadow. These allegations are nothing more than the continuation of a sordid shakedown campaign that began on social media and now attempts to manipulate the press and misuse the justice system. Misusing the justice system? Yeah, right. Claims of abuse by the couple arose in January when Sabrina Peterson, a former friend, posted to Instagram dozens of messages from women accusing the couple of sexual intimidation, drugging, and sexual assault. Peterson also said Clifford Harris threatened her with a gun. Now, I was listening to another YouTuber, and they said that there was a young man. No, this was the lawyer that's representing the victims. One of the victims is a male. Okay. One of the victims is a male. And he said, and that right now, this male victim, he's in his 20s. But he said that he had the encounter when he was 8 years old. He was 8 and his brother was 6. Yeah. And T.I. put a gun to his head. An 8-year-old child. So Sabrina Patterson is not the only one who T.I. put a gun to their head. Meaning T.I., posted a video on Instagram denying the allegations and saying the sexual interaction were consensual. In February, the Me Too movement, Time's Up, and the National Women's Law Center put out a letter in support of Black survivors of sexual assault, which referenced the alleged victims of Clifford and Tamika Harris. The level of violence that has occurred against Black survivors for so long demands stories and headlines that center them across all media, the letter read. We are carrying the emotional weight of this news and know that we are reliving a collective trauma akin to the exposing of Bill Cosby and R. Kelly. Now, y'all know what? Remember when his family show, T.I. Tiny family show, first started, and they say that he's the next, they're the next Bill Cosby. Oh my God. None of us realized what they were saying. We thought just being a family man. They met it. in the deepest way. Everything that Bill Cosby did, that's what his ass was doing as well. That's what they meant. So the rabbit hole gets deep. It gets real deep. And I just can't wait. And I'm sure everybody is waiting to see who's all part of this. Okay. Okay. There's another article I want to discuss about this case where they mentioned Ludacris. I was watching a YouTuber and she was interviewing this lady, and she mentioned that no, she wasn't interviewing this particular person, but this particular person was calling in on her show, and she's from Atlanta, and she lived right by T.I. and Tiny's house. And she said that her mom had told her, you hear all that noise? Because she said this would occur at certain time in the day, like in the evening time. And she said that her mom said, you hear them over there with all that noise? And they were screaming like animals over there. Okay. And her mom told her, don't you dare go over there, ever, ever. And she said, now I know what she meant. Mm-hmm. So y'all tell me what y'all think about all of this. And I am going to say shalom to everyone. Okay. And the attorney Tyrone A. Blackburn, he mentioned that there's a lawsuit against Miss Shakana. Mm-hmm. Shakana should have left her mouth closed. He watched. I knew this was going to happen. They going to pull that video she made. Well, she admitted that T.I. and Tina was doing these things. When she called herself attacking and standing up for them against Sabrina Peterson. Oh, ask her how Tamika tastes. Didn't you help them recruit? So she's admitting that they was recruiting women. And Sabrina helped them. And then she tried to backtrack herself. Everybody is familiar now at this point with what I'm referring to. Okay. But he said that, yes, she has a lawsuit now, Miss Shakana. Mm-hmm. I know one thing, whoever has been associating with them, they better detach themselves. She better. So y'all tell me what y'all think about all of this. And like I say, the story is continually developing. This is going to go on for a while because the lawyers for the victim said that they're not seeking money. They're seeking justice, which means they want them motherfuckers going to jail and off the street. And that's good. That's good. And they're going to get double court because you have federal and you have civil. Yeah, civil, they doing the federal first, lock their asses up. And that's what they should do. Take their behinds off the street so they can't harm no one else. Then they could come into the money court. Okay. Civil. Yeah. Civil. Mm-hmm. So y'all tell me what y'all think about all of this. Please like, share, and subscribe. Stay warm, stay safe, okay?